Greetings. I am Dr. Julie Esparza Brown and am a professor in special education. I have almost 35 years of experience as a public school and university teacher. This three-part webinar series is dedicated to parents of multilingual learners with disabilities. These sessions are sponsored by New York City Arborn at Fordham University and Language Arborn at New York University. These parent webinars are titled Working with Special Needs Students Remotely. There are 3 in the series. The first one is Using Universal Design for Learning During Remote Instruction. The second is Your Children's Social Emotional Needs. The last in the series is Reading with Your Children. We hope you will see all 3. Today, I will be sharing with you ways you can support your children's reading at home. Did you know that 1 in 10 children have difficulty learning to read? So, if you are noticing your child is having trouble, you are not alone. Here are some signs that they may need more reading support. Look for the following difficulties, but remember, they need instruction in these skills first before being expected to do them. Some children may have difficulty pronouncing and remembering new words, or breaking words into individual sounds. For example, the word cat. Breaking it apart would sound like k, at, or blending sounds together to make words. For example, if I say k, at, your child should be able to put it together to say cat. Remembering the names and sounds of the letters, or skipping words in a sentence and doesn't correct themselves. Remembering words they have read before, or often guesses at unknown words instead of sounding them out. So if your child or children show any of these signs, it is important that you spend time reading together daily. We will show you ways to do this in the next slides. To begin, you can read the book title with your child. For younger children, this might look like having your child read the title while moving their fingers under each word as they read the title together. For all children, it should sound smooth when they are reading, or as if they are speaking. Experts recommend reading to or with your child for at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. This will help your child improve their reading. Here are some tips for reading together. After reading the title, have your children predict what the book will be about. Ask them, what do you think will happen in this book? Then, look through the pictures in the book and have children describe what they see or talk about interesting pictures. Next, read the text to your child, with your child, or if they can read it aloud to you. As you read, stop and ask about what has happened in the book so far. At the end, ask what the story was about. Was their prediction correct? Children also enjoy reading books or hearing stories more than one time and learn much from reading a book multiple times. The first time read a book just to see what it is about. The second time, read a book to get more information about it. The third time, read a book for comprehension or to see what they have learned. Read it again just for fun. Read to them in your native language or listen to them read in English. Telling family stories is also good for students. All of these activities help children develop language and become interested in books and literature. Punctuation helps the reader understand what the writer is trying to say. We see many children who ignore the punctuation marks, so it is important to teach children about them. Here is a chart about punctuation when reading in English. Ask your teacher to help you make a chart in the language your child is learning to read in. In order to comprehend or understand what a text is about, children need to know about 90% of the vocabulary words. So, it is important that you help your children learn the new words they come across in a text or book. If your child comes across an unknown word, be sure not to skip over it. They need to learn the meaning and you can help, and we will show you how in the next slides. When your child comes to a word they do not know, it is important they first learn how to pronounce it. Open your internet and type Google Translate into the search box, or go to this link. If the unknown word is, for example, sugar, type the word sugar into the empty box. Then click on the symbol that looks like a speaker and you will hear the word sugar. Next, to find a definition or meaning of the word that is easy for your child to understand, go to Google Translate again. Below where you typed the word, you will find the definition. And on the right hand of the page, there is a drop-down menu that lets you choose from over 100 languages for the translation of the word. Next, after you have talked about the meaning of the word, have your child draw an example of it. Here, the child drew a box of sugar. Praise your children for their drawing efforts. Then have your child draw a picture of something that is similar but not the same. This is called a non-example. Here, the child drew a picture of a box of salt. Sugar and salt may look similar, but they are not the same and they taste quite different. Last, have your children tell you their definition of the word. And here, they are showing you an example of candy that is made from sugar. Children need to learn to read for many, many reasons. Reading is all around you. Here are some different sources of reading material: job applications, newspapers, voter pamphlets, traffic or other signs, recipes, song lyrics, just to name a few. It is also important to remember that reading in more than one language is very beneficial. Reading is a gift that opens the door to the world. Thank you for helping your children read.